Awesome. So I guess you saved the last for right before lunch, the best for last, right? So my name is Varun Bhartia. I'm the chief builder at HackHive. Our mission is to empower and connect the next generation of builders to solve problems. So to tell you what that really means, I'd like you to push the button. There we go. I'd like you to meet Ash. So Ash is actually kind of a big deal. He's a baller. He works in retail in fine clothing in New York. He's actually been doing that for the last 12 years. And he works really hard, and he's risen himself all the way up from starting as a cashier during college, and now he's a regional sales manager for the area. It's a great gig, but you know what? For Ash, that's not really his passion. He didn't get into retail as a lifelong journey. He got there because of circumstance. He went through a personal tragedy during college. He ended up having to pay for his family, and even though he managed to finish college, it wasn't in the field that he wanted to do. You know, but Ash is not only a baller, he's also a hustler. So he spent 6 months saving money to teach himself to code. He went through General Assembly, and using HackHive, he just landed his first job this week, actually, at a security firm in New York. He worked really hard and reinvented himself and became a builder. And so there's millions of people just like Ash all across the United States. They're smart, motivated, and ready to build, but they're not quite satisfied with the career that they currently have. And in fact, we need more builders in the United States. You know, the stats already been shared earlier today. By 2020, there'll be over 1 million jobs, million technical jobs that are going to go unfilled. We graduate about 100,000 engineers per year in the United States, about 60,000 computer science graduates. Where the rest are these almost 1 million people? Where are they going to come from? And we kind of see this every day. This is actually an article from 2011. It's outdated. But Bill Ford is quoted as saying that Ford basically sells a computer on wheels. This is a tweet that went viral just this year. Chase Bank has an opening for 1,200 engineers. Now you tell me, is that a software company or is that a bank? We know this narrative, right? We see this every day. All the other companies that went before me and made everyone hungry for lunch, they're building software. They're building software to solve education, to help with pronunciation. Software is literally eating the world. And so when we talk about builders, who are we talking about? Well, we're really talking about the people that form the foundation of industries going forward, whether it's agriculture, education, traditional social networking, what have you. Software and builders will be key to this. And so we think about software developers, the people that will actually build the tools and applications. We think about data scientists, the people that will do the analyses that will help figure out what are the right things to build. How do we understand the world of data around us? And then we think about designers. How are we going to design a world where people can use these tools in an effective and clean way? And so now you're probably asking, okay, that's cool. Like I get this. Where does this thing HackHive come in? Well, so HackHive is a platform that allows builders to show their skills and essentially get hired. So Ash used HackHive to build a portfolio, to show his projects. He then connected with other builders within the community of HackHive to see what other people are building, and then connected with tools and resources that allowed him to stay up to date on what he needs to know. And then finally, he found opportunities. People could see exactly what Ash had built and see the skills that he had to see that he's valuable. So I'll walk through real quick of like how HackHive works. So basically, Ash went on to HackHive and built a portfolio. Now this is a little bit like a LinkedIn profile, but very different. You can see on Ash's profile, you can see the projects that he's actually created. These are actual websites that he's built to both showcase his skills and learn new things. Employers can go in there and see that, hey, he's actually a person who's actually built something. I can bring him into my organization. He can focus on the tech skills that he's actually used. Now, these are fine-grained skills as an organization. As a CTO of a company, you can be like, hey, I need people that know JavaScript or have worked with a particular database. Ash can highlight that right in his projects or right on his profile. And then he can integrate all of his information all across the web, from GitHub, where he might be actually storing code, to LinkedIn, to even his personal site. All of that's brought together in a central location. And the really cool part is even within projects, he's able to go in depth to tell a story about what he's built. So this is actually a really cool project that I'm really excited about. So this is a crowdsourcing app for rental information in San Francisco and New York that Ash wanted to build. Basically, he had a landlord that was trying to say, hey, we're going to raise your rent by $500 a month, and you just kind of have to take it. And he's like, well, that doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure my neighbors don't pay that much. But there was no spot where you could find this information. When you buy a house, you can see what your neighbors pay in rent, or what they paid for. You can't really see that for rental information. So this is an app that Ash is really excited about. And so he put it on HackHive, and he actually found other people that wanted to get involved and gave him feedback on how to make this app become real. And then he was able to collaborate with other builders. And this is just the starting of the collaborative experiences that we're able to create on HackHive when people are able to show their work and get feedback from the community. And finally, the most important aspect of HackHive is that it's not just a static portfolio. It's a living content. It's a place where you connect with other builders and people. You can see their projects. We have we have communities focused on technologies and focused on common technologies that people use. For example, this is a view of our React community, a very popular web development framework that Facebook pioneered, Airbnb used. You can click on React and you can connect with the hundreds of other developers that are building stuff there. You can click on projects that, hey, this is a project built with it. We have a Reddit-style resource interface where you can see the best tutorials and get about the recent news about React. We're becoming the best spot on the internet to learn React. And these are all curated by our community of other developers. So as we get more people on the platform gets better. And finally, and kind of most importantly for Ash in the near term, you can find opportunities. Ash is proud to show his HackHive portfolio to employers and use it to actually get hired. He's able to take his little URL and put it all over the web, and employers see it and they're like, oh, okay, now I get what Ash is all about. And for employers, we're able to match the specific skills and tools that they need with people on our platform. So you can go on our platform and say, hey, I need a person in New York who knows React and has built this many projects or even has this many years of experience, and we can provide that right on our platform. This is much finer grained detail than any other platform that exists today, from LinkedIn to even GitHub, which doesn't do a lot of this. And people are loving us. So this is Cody. He just started using HackHive, and he's saying, hey, HackHive addresses a real problem with getting your work discovered by people you really want to see it, recruiters and hiring managers. This is Lori. My future manager checked out my project on HackHive. He asked me a ton of questions, and at the end of the day, without HackHive, my projects would not have been discovered, and I probably wouldn't have gotten a job. And employers are starting to love us too. This is Steven, the CEO of Streamloan, a popular fintech company in San Francisco. HackHive lets us tap into a broader network of talent pool that not only creates diversity, but helps us find the right candidate with the right technology skills, which saves us a ton of time and money. So we've only been around for 4 months. But in 4 months, we have a live beta. We've connected thousands of builders who have active profiles on our site. And we have over 200 technology communities covering everything from web development, apps, AR, VR, blockchain, machine learning. We're able to build these communities where people find a lot of value and find resources. What's been really fun about HackHive is connecting with people like Ash. We're actually working with over 20 boot camps, 20 boot camps across the country, such as Sabio in southern LA, which focuses on Hispanic communities, or The Last Mile in San Francisco, which actually works with prisoners in San Quentin and prisons all around the United States to teach them coding skills so that once they leave incarceration, they're able to get into the workforce and reinvent their lives. And they love HackHive because it not just doesn't focus on their previous work experience, but it says, hey, this is what I built. This is what I actually know. And all of these people are using to build a portfolio, connect with developers, and find work opportunities. And so our finding team consists of myself and Creighton Taylor. We both went to Harvard Business School. And we saw this problem acutely where all of our classmates were essentially building apps at some level, whether it's to solve an education problem, to solve a social problem. But they had a lot of trouble finding the right type of people and connecting with what they wanted to do. Additionally, we worked at Facebook, Microsoft, and Uber. And we've seen firsthand how difficult it is to both find talent, but also when there is available talent, to convince people that, hey, hire Varun. He may not be your typical profile. He may not be the 22-year-old that's coming out of Harvard and started a social network in his dorm. But people like Ash, where he's a little bit older, but he's got a lot of great skills. And most importantly, our team, our community is crucial. We're getting constant feedback from our community, and they're helping us build our platform and drive it forward. And finally, we're builders ourselves. I'm a self-taught developer, and HackHive is a platform that I wish I had when I was creating projects and teaching myself to code. So that's HackHive. Thank you so much, and keep building. I'm Varun at thehackhive.com, and I'll be hanging around, so I'd love to hear your feedback.